Sometimes what we call supernatural acceleration and manifestation is really just a result of us finally coming into alignment with God. So it may look like a breakthrough, it may look like divine favor and divine or supernatural acceleration, but sometimes what we're witnessing is not even a miracle yet. What we're witnessing is literally just the fruits of what our lives look like once we're fully abiding in God. Jesus says in the Bible that he's the vine and we're the branches, and when we're not connected to him, basically we can't do anything. When you're not connected to him, you can do nothing. So that's why your life looks stagnant. That's why things don't move. Like when you're not in alignment, when you're not where you're supposed to be, when you're not abiding in him, the fruit of that is stagnation. The fruit of that is being overwhelmed. The fruit of that is chaos. The fruit of that is not having a plan, or things not working for you, doors not opening for you. It literally says when you're not abiding in him and you're not basically in alignment with him, that's what your life looks like. But when we abide in him and we're led by him and we are not resisting and we're obeying and we're being obedient and we're, doing the things that he calls us to do and releasing the things that he calls us to release, all of those things lead to having fruitful outcomes. All of those things lead to abundance. All of those things lead to prosperity. And so sometimes when you go from a season of stagnation and feeling like nothing's working, and you start feeling like God isn't blessing me, or I don't know what's happening, the devil is attacking me and all these things, and then suddenly you start surrendering more to God. You start doing the things that he's asking you to do. You start giving your life to him. You start being led by the Holy Spirit. You start obeying. You start taking heed to what he's asking you to do, and then you start seeing fruit. You start seeing movement. You start seeing doors open. You start seeing opportunities that you were praying for come to pass. It can feel like, oh my gosh, this is a miracle. Really, sometimes all you're witnessing, all that's happening is literally your life coming into alignment and it bearing fruit like it's supposed to. That's just your life doing what God said it would do when you abide in him. I hope this is making sense, because I'm trying to get it out the way that he showed it to me. But it's not to say that God can't do the miracle, or God can't divinely accelerate your life, or give you supernatural growth and supernatural acceleration and all of these things. He can very much do that. But sometimes what we're witnessing in our lives, when we go from a season of not abiding in him to finally abiding in him, we see growth, we see movement, we see this, and in our minds it's like, oh my God, this is a miracle. But really, that's not even the miracle. That's the norm. That's what our lives should look like. The Bible tells us so many times that when we abide in him, our lives will bear much fruit. We will be prosperous. That's what he promised us. So that's what the result of being in him looks like. If that's what that's what your life should look like when you abide in him, and that's normal for us. That's what he calls normal. That's his normal everyday promise to us. So imagine what the miracle actually is going to look like.